Hey everybody, so this video is going to be a really quick video about how to check the significance of simple effects or simple main effects. Alright, so I'm going to be sharing my computer screen with you and walking you through everything. We'll be using the data that we ended class with. Alright, so I'm going to share the screen. Alright. So here is the data that we've been working with. We've got our impressions variable there. So this is the same data that we've been working with. If you go to your D2L and you go into the content section and into the course information section, you'll find a subsection called activity files. It's the same place that you've gotten all of the activity files that we've been using. In there, you're going to find a document that's called Syntax for Testing Simple Main Effects. You open it up, it's going to look like this. Now, you can use this syntax and just copy and paste it into SPSS, and I'll show you where to here in a second. Or you can get SPSS to generate a lot of this for you, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. But first, let's go back to SPSS, and we're going to open a syntax file. So we're going to go to File, New, Syntax. Okay. Now, like I said, we can copy and paste this from the Word document straight into our SPSS file. Okay. Then we're just going to go through here, and we've got to replace DV and IV, DV with the actual variable name of our DV. So in the case of the example data, we replace everywhere where it says DV with impressions. Everywhere where it says IV1, we'd replace with motive, and everywhere where it says IV2, we'd replace with dominance. I do want to point out a couple little things, specifically that and that. Those asterisks, I know they look inconsequential, but if you delete those, it screws up the whole thing. So make sure that those stay in there. But like I said, you can get SPSS to generate this for you, or most of it, not all of it, but most of it for you. So the way you can do that is repeat a lot of the things that we did in class to do the factorial ANOVA. So we'll go to Analyze, General Linear Regression, Univariate. That brings up this box. We put our DV over here, our IVs over here. Click Options. That brings up this box. Now, in class, we talked about just putting overall over there. And that's great. But now I also want you to put motive asterisk dominance over there as well. And we're going to click Compare Main Effects, and then down here, we're going to select Bonferroni. And be sure to click the 3 that I told you to click in class. Now we're going to click Continue. Now, instead of clicking OK, we're going to click Paste. So don't click OK here, click Paste. Now we go back to our syntax file, and it's there. Okay, and if you compare the two, you'll know that they are basically identical, except everywhere where it says DV, impressions is there now, and everywhere it says IV1, motive is there now, and everywhere it says IV2, dominance is there now. But you'll also probably notice that this is missing something. Specifically, it's missing that right there. Okay, so we're just going to copy that. I'm going to move it down here. I'm going to paste that in. We're ready to run. So copy that, run it. I've made a mistake. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can figure out what the mistake was. It's because I didn't replace this name. So here is the place where you want to this is the variable that you want to check the simple main effects of. So if you wanted to check whether the difference between the two motive conditions were different at each level of dominance, then we would type motive in here. So run that. There we go. And then we scroll all the way to the bottom, and here's the table where we would get the main effects and the interaction. The simple main effects that we just asked for are down here in this very bottom table. And so if you read here, it says each F-test is the simple effects of motive within each level combination of the other effects shown. So dominance is the other effect shown. So this information is the effect of motive when people got dominance condition 0, which that was the condition in which they got the non-dominant physician profile. And this right here is the effect of the motive condition among those who got the dominant profile. And so, you know, there was no simple effects. If you wanted to reverse that, if you wanted to see if there was a difference between the two dominance conditions for each motive, all you got to do is go back into your syntax and just change this. We're going to replace this with dominance. Highlight that, run it. There's our next one. We run all the way to the bottom. Here's the effect of dominance, the difference between those who got the dominant condition and the dominant physician profile and those who got the non-dominant physician profile. For those who were in motive condition 0, which that was the self-protection condition, and this is the effect or the difference between the two profile conditions for those who received the mating motive condition. And when you report these, you report them just like you reported, you know, the F statistics that we talked about in class. So, you know, a simple effects analysis, a post hoc analysis revealed that there was no simple main effect of the dominance of the profile when participants were given the self-protection motive. Then you report your F statement, or when given the mating motive condition. And that, friends, is that. Easy peasy, not too much difficulty. I mean, honestly, the biggest difficulty is going through the syntax and making sure that, you know, you didn't skip anything or anything like that. But if you follow the procedures that I've just set out for you, then you should be golden. All right, guys, that's it for this video. If you have any questions, send them my way. I'll be back in class on, well, next week. So I got a class on Monday and a class on Tuesday. So whichever day your class is on, that's the day I'll be back. All right, guys, I'll see you next week.